Ding-a-ling. Yeah, hi, this is Mrs. Coochie from your kindergarten. Yes, the kindergarten where Lobster goes to school. Yes, I have a lot to tell you. Okay, yes, we will start right now. But first, we will tell our audience what's going on here. Hi, everybody. We are now going to do our exciting show, which is going to be humorous. And I have a question for you. Tell me, have you ever had that phone call from a kindergarten teacher who you felt was out to get you and was spitting jargon, telling you that your child can't read? That beautiful, sterling, beautiful, curled, blonde ringlet kid. Have you ever had that? Well, if you have had that phone call, you are about to find out the humorous side of it, where our little guy over here is going to try to pretend he understands it. But I would like you to please tell me, by the time you are done this video, you are going to be able to tell me exactly how to deal with it. So if you wait till the end, and by the way, you just push the subscribe button right there, the red one, then we can go on and move on, and you can find out all these kind of quirky, interesting type of stuff right when they happen, instead of sort of knowing it sometimes. So if you want to know exactly what to tell that kindergarten teacher when she starts spitting out jargon and tell you that your little princess is not reading, you got to listen till the end now. We are going to find out Dyslexia Diced and Dosed. We're going to find out more about what dyslexia looks like with those funny words, working memory, and all that funny stuff. And we are going to find out, number two, cool stuff about dyslexia through Mr. Lobster. And finally, we're going to get it diced. You are going to get some new ideas about how to work at home and what to do next when that kindergarten teacher calls you. What is the first step? So here we go. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Hello. Hi, this is Mrs. Persnick. How are you? Yeah, so I just wanted to tell you some, there are a few things I need to tell you about your daughter. Yes, the one, yes, that one, little, little, we'll call her, little Laura. No, Laura. I'm sorry, I meant to say Laura, not Lauren. Little Laura, that Laura of yours. So she has some trouble with, she's just having trouble sort of processing, the design of my lesson. It's not her, design of the lesson? Oh, the design of the lesson. That's just what I was going to tell you about. You should have seen how my daughter designed a lesson. Oh, I meant my room, her room. She has this color sense that is spectacular. You've never seen anything like it. So I think you have the wrong person. Whoops, that was my daughter calling me. I'll be right back. Oh, as I was saying, I think you have the wrong person, because, my daughter, oh, gosh, you have seen that purple and pink and how she crisscrossed it and made it match with what she was wearing that night, and then the bedspreads, and then you thought it would clash, but it looks stunning. That's not my daughter. I'm sorry. You got the wrong one. I'm sorry, little. Yep, here we go. I think you got the wrong one. I was just, you misunderstood it. No, what I'm trying to tell you, sir, is I'm trying to tell you she has some trouble with the ordering of sounds, okay? So what I mean by the ordering of sounds is that when she's trying to blend the word sat, right, act, it might turn into task because she just said the t, or it might turn it even into slat, and she adds that funny L over there, that little sound, you know what I'm saying? That addition of sounds or elision of sounds and all those other fancy stuff. So she has this this way of just she has trouble with that type of ordering. So that is what I meant over there. Okay, you what? Okay, here he comes. No, ordering of sounds. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I will fix it right away. Basically, yes, my daughter has this like really good sense of being able to literally order things from Amazon. Yeah, she does that very well. She's able to order from Amazon, and she can tell me exactly what she wants, figure it all out, put it in order, and like she knows exactly how to like put it together and get places on the computer and all these technology stuff. And she's so good at ordering. I mean, she can tell me the order of what she got and the order of what she got first and last and in the middle, and why she got that one first and how it's going to work and when she's going to return that one because it has an issue. But it's that ordering and sequencing, remembering it is just incredible. So yeah, I wanted to tell you that piece. Something seems to be, inconsistent here. Oh, no, I didn't mean that kind of order. But that's cool. There's your dyslexia. I didn't mean dose. There's your dose of your little girl. So she's very multi-talented. I'm trying to explain more about sequencing. So sequencing is more about the order of how things occur, sort of remembering what to do first when she has a paper in front of her or how to attack something in order so she'll be able to like remember. I do 1, 2, 3, attack. No, not attack a lion. I'm not going to think like attack something. Yeah, so it will just be able to remember what she did first, second, and third. Yeah. No. So what I'm trying to say is perhaps you can do some activities with her, at home that would, that show her when I say sequencing. No. You're oh, okay. Oh no, he's back. Okay, so what do you want to tell me now? Yeah, here I am on the phone, right here. So what are you trying to tell me? Oh, sequencing. What is she? Oh, it's just so funny that you're talking about sequencing because I was just telling my wife something about so sweet about my daughter and sequencing. Yeah. So she can now basically go and tell me exactly which shoes should be sequenced and which way in her room. And she used the word sequence. Did you teach that to her? I feel so cool about it. I know. I just feel really cool. I mean, my daughter knows about sequencing her shoes and what she's going to wear on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. And it's all planned with the dresses. I mean, her design ability. Oh, gosh. Okay. No, I hear what you're saying about sequencing. So that's terrific. But what I'm trying to say is when you're at home, perhaps you can just play games with her that help her. What I'm trying to say is that in terms of sound games, you want to play games with her that help her remember the order of the sounds. For example, so you could play you could actually tell a story to her. You say, one time I went to the store to buy some shoes and they were red, right? And she could help you put the sounds together. What else can you do for sequencing, for example? And then you could say, if they're not red and they're not listening to us and they're not doing what we want, so we're going to change that to oh. What does oh say? Oh, ooh, and now they're acting very what? Rude, right? You got it. So now I am going to tell you what happened and you break up those sounds. So they were very rude. Tell me the sounds of the word rude. Ooh, were they rude? Now, let's say she says they were daugher. So you say, what does daugher say? Door. What's the last sound of door? You want the r first. And that will help her to change around the sounds and to be able to figure out more about sequencing when she could actually correct herself and fix it, especially if it's all about which color shoes she's wearing. What did he say? Oh, he's back again. Oh, now I get it. You get what? But I didn't finish. Give me 1 second. So anyway, what I was telling you is how about this? What I'm trying to tell you a little bit is it's about this memory issue. So maybe that will help you understand it more. We're talking more about memory. So, oh gosh, what was that? Memory. Oh my, talking about memory. You just got my phone. My phone just fell all over the place. I was so excited. Memory is actually, I have to remember to look into that view over there, that video. Memory is her thing. Do you know this daughter of mine can tell me exactly what happened on that vacation we went on 2 years? I mean, it was the only vacation, but she could tell me up to the inch of the ripple of the water and who went in first and how it looked and the horses and the carrots and apples and who got which bed and the ceiling length. I mean, this kid, we're talking about memory. I mean, that's beyond. Okay, just give me 1 minute. 1 minute here. I wanted to just explain something to you, Mr. Lobster. Just explain to you for a second. When I talk about memory, I'm not talking. You're not. I'm not talking about that. No. I'm talking about her. There's something called working memory. Oh, yeah. So we're talking about working memory. What working memory means is the ability to hold something in your head while doing something else. And her memory for real things is just incredible. That visual combines with consequences and consequential and remembering the order of what happened here, there, and the details and all that kind of stuff. That is like beyond. That's going to give her she's going to just be successful. But right now, we're talking about working. Oh, what I want. Okay, it's your turn. Here you go. So no. Let me explain this to you here. Working memory. What I'm trying to say about working memory is that my daughter, she is able to work her memory like no one's business. She can go work anyone's memory. I mean, working her working memory. Oh gosh, this is so wrong. You must be talking about the other blonde curled, that girl who sits near her, because my daughter, in terms of working her memory, working memory. Yeah, she let me explain something to you. She could basically take any work that she does and she can go put the memory tidbits you don't even realize what she could do. She could take, she could basically put those memory tidbits into the work she did and be able to remember all the different memory, parts of the song and be able to sequence it and put it in the right place. I mean, this kid's only in kindergarten in terms of working memory. So I don't really understand. And I don't really, okay. So sir, about those games and all that type of stuff I was doing. So why don't we just go back to that for a second? Because I see what you mean. I totally get it. She has this ability to do work and remember at the same time, or, music, whatever you meant. What I'm trying to tell you is that you want to play some sound. You what? What? Oh, sound game. Oh, you should have told me that from the beginning. Sound games? Oh, no problem for sound games. So sound games, yes, for sure. I will take those music tidbits that you created and we'll play all kinds of sound games with them. And I'll have her do the sounds and be able to remember the music that goes with those bites and be able to take those bites, remember the words that go with those sounds. For sure, sound is no problem. Okay, I have it all figured out. I'm gonna, sir. Okay, we are misunderstanding each other a little bit, but that's okay. Because a lot of people, this is very new to you. But what I wanted to tell you is when you, all I'm trying to tell you is your daughter is having trouble reading. Hello, Lobster. Ooh, Lobster. I think he hung up on me. Click. But what I would have told Lobster, if he didn't hang up on me, is basically she's having trouble reading. Now, what is the right response when you have this call from the teacher? So what should you do first when that overwhelmingness hits you and gets all over you? You hear the words working memory and sequencing is the two biggies that you're hearing. And then they're telling you to play games in the car and everything's going to be fine. I mean, what's really going on here? Should you? So the answer is right here. Get ready. Ding. The answer as to what you should be doing right now is not calling the $3,000 psychologist, not falling asleep the whole night, not getting overwhelmed and calling every person you know and telling them has dyslexia. What you want to do, number one, is just take a deep breath. 3 down. No, seriously. What you want to do now with this little cutie pie is you want to just right now get right to the point of what she needs help with and do it. That's it. Really find out those words that she needs help with. Call a reading specialist who knows how to do training versus tutoring and get those underlying skills. Guess what? Having trouble reading with those bright, gorgeous kids is not scary. All you got to do is attack it. Now, the person who attacks it needs to be the type of person who is going to talk to your daughter and explain what's going on, explain how bright she is, and that this is hard for her. Don't be in denial about it. The one who has to be the person who is going to go straight for those skills and connect them to actual letter sounds and what's going on in the classroom, but someone who knows how to train versus tutor and who can turn around what's going on immediately. So your child will actually, instead of fighting before the struggle, and struggling before the fight, she will actually have success and change her life around right then and there as she learns how to do these underlying skills in kindergarten. And if you do this consistent type of situation and she understands herself, starting from right at that moment, that's the best thing you could do right there. We'll discuss a different time about all this fancy testing jargon and stuff like that. But right now, you look your daughter in the eye, you find out what's going on in school. You're there for her. You understand her. You show her how bright she is. You say what's really going on. The sound issue is a sound. It has nothing to do with designing rooms and remembering colors, which is the most magnificent area of interior design potential that could ever happen to her. So that's what you need to do. Now, if somebody called you and said, hi, I just have a question for you. Would you mind subscribing? What does it mean to subscribe to my channel? Subscribe, right? It has 2 syllables. That's right. Why is it I? What's the sounds for I? Let's stretch it out. I. That's a strange sound. How is a kid supposed to remember the sound I without subscribing? If you don't subscribe, you'll never understand the sound I. So I'm a little bit embarrassed because I get millions of views and no subscribers. So if you really didn't like this video, could you just let me know so I can have a good one, guys? Looking forward. Go.